All right, guys, 3 ways to embarrass aggressive defenders. First, let's watch this video, and then I'm gonna give you a little extra context and teach a little bit more. This first one, I actually learned this from Lou Williams. Lou Williams would always get real aggressive with the defender, and then he would separate.
Just took the shot. Good pass. Lopez, boy, couldn't finish. Point the screen, all the way to the goal. Got bumped hard, didn't get a whistle somehow.
And the more aggressive I'm getting, the more he's leaning on me. So then when I separate, he's off balance and he's stumbling into me. So then if I jump, you're gonna get hit. You're almost always gonna get a foul call, hopefully get an and one. But even if you don't do the jump part, just in general, understand that concept of get aggressive and then take the chair. Get aggressive, take the chair out. And they're always gonna be off balance. And then they start to learn as a defender, I can't be overly aggressive because he's just gonna separate into space. So this one, bump spin, this is one of the most effective. I mean, you could do this driving to the rim, or you could just do this in the post, right? Or mid post. I always talk about guards need that mid post game. So let's say you're a guard listening to this. Okay, you drive hard, you get cut off. Okay, snatch back. Now I'm back to basket, I'm in the post. If I can hit you with one and then they start to wall up and I can just hit you and spin off at that same time, lethal, lethal. Okay, now this last one, I learned this firsthand from guarding James Harden. And I was so mad when he hit me with this. And I've always seen it, like James is physical on his step backs, and now Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's incredible with that bump step back. But I was playing 21 with James one time. We were in Houston, and I was playing what I consider to be my best defense ever. And I was sliding and staying in front of everything. And he did a crossover, and I stayed in front of him, and I'm happy with where I'm at. I'm cutting him off. And all of a sudden I just feel a shoulder in my chest and he decelerates and he's up at like the top of the key. He's so strong that I end up under the basket and then he steps back behind the 3-point line. The amount of separation that he got with that one move. So like if you can master that timing, right? It's the timing of the hit and the deceleration at the same time. The hit gets you to stumble back, the deceleration is already gonna get you separation, and then the step back is the icing on the cake. And then of course for him, he does a ton of balance work, balance drills, so he can stop and get straight up, straight down. That's where most people are lacking on their step back. They got all the footwork and the decel and everything, but they get back and they're still fading. Like they don't know how to decelerate and get straight up, straight down. You go watch James Harden highlights and watch how balanced he is on all of his step backs. And that's why he could shoot any type of step back, any direction, and be so accurate with it. But yes, study James, study Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He does this like almost every play these days. And you know, he's stringy strong. He's not big, but he knows when to hit you. That's what we call basketball strength. And this is something we actually work on quite a lot in the unranked program. You got your general strength, that's our general weight room stuff. You have your farmer strength, that's the awkward strength. You ever been around a farmer who can move hay and do like weird stuff and they're just insanely strong even though they've never been to a weight room? So in the weight room, we lift vipers and water bags and dumbbells in awkward directions and cables rotationally. And then the third category we focus on is sumo strength. So now when I'm actually on 2 feet, how well can I move another human? And then when another human is trying to move me, how well can I stay stable and wall up and not be moved? And if you can get that, you're gonna be a monster defending the post. And these days, I would actually argue that that's one of the most important things, especially for like an undersized guard or anyone under like 6'4", because like in the NBA, it's all about duck hunting. You're chasing a switch. So like if I'm in an NBA game, let's say KD is in the game and I'm in the game guarding somebody else, he's gonna have my man come screen so that he can get me on him because he can just see right over me and shoot, right? So my only hope is being so strong and so low to the ground and so quick that I can cut him off, get there first, and wall up. And then KD's jumpers turn into 18-foot fadeaways, right? That's a shot that your coach would say, okay, that's the lowest points per possession. And so you're not a defensive liability. Go ahead, you can stay in the game. Anyways, that's why sumo strength is so necessary. And then the final category is basketball strength. And this is basketball strength, right? Knowing when to hit, knowing how to hit. If somebody jumps 40 inches, but as soon as they go to toe off, I hit them at that moment, they now have a 10-inch vertical. They're off balance. So that's how you neutralize somebody's length and somebody's athleticism, is being able to be physical at the right times. And so in the unranked program, we have a year-round program that basically kind of periodizes all these things together. And I'm not saying you have to focus on one at a time. We build all four in every phase, just in differing levels. So sometimes we're more focused on basketball strength and farmer strength, but we still get our meat and potatoes lifts. But yeah, you got to be focusing on all four of those in order to get really, really strong on the court. So that wraps up today's video. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments. If you're not on the unranked program, join right now. I'm telling you, it's such a high quality program for basketball players. You will not be disappointed. Until next time, I'm out.